Greetings and welcome to Causeless Joy Tarot. We are here today for a general reading for the sign of Taurus for September 2017. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at my intro video for September, I invite you to take a look at that 4-minute video. It just briefly describes what the guidance was that I received for the month of September. Now these are chakra readings that I'm doing this month, and so let's go ahead and get right started with it. Calling on my guides, angels, teachers, helpers, all that loves and surrounds me, to oversee this reading for the sign of Taurus for September 2017. What is the focus for the chakras for the sign of Taurus for September 2017? Thanking all that is in advance for perfect clarity, perfect wisdom, perfect guidance, and perfect understanding. Giving thanks for the perfection that is this life, as we look at the energy for September 2017 for the sign of Taurus. All right, Taurus, that feels good. Let's go ahead and cut the cards. All right, so let's take a look at your 7 cards for September. Alright, and at the bottom here we do have the Tower coming in the reverse. So the Tower upright, of course, is all about changes, usually big changes, a lot of shaking up going on. In the reverse, what it still does signify as a major arcana, it still does signify some changes on board for the sign of Taurus in the month of September. However, when I see this in the reverse, it speaks more of changes that will be turned around. Okay, so in other words, what I mean when I say that is that sometimes we go into a situation where change is occurring, expecting things to work out and to look in a certain way. When I see this Tower in the reverse, that tells me that what you're expecting in regards to these changes may not be exactly what shows up for Taurus in the month of September. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of your chakras, and we're starting here with the root chakra, which is your foundation. This chakra is what grounds you to the earth. So in your root chakra, Taurus, we do have the King of Swords coming in the reverse. Now the King upright talks about mastering your mental capacity, mastering your ability to handle situations that call for either a higher level of intellect or a higher level of understanding there. So when I see this in the reverse like this, and this may be in relation to the Tower card coming in the reverse. As I stated originally, sometimes those changes, the things that we expect to occur, don't always or necessarily happen in the way that we had possibly hoped that they would. So that could cause some upside down thinking for the sign of Taurus. Now, I do want to point out that I am using my obsidian stone to balance out any chakras that look discordant or feel discordant to me. So if you'd like to participate in the receiving of that balancing energy in your chakra, just speak your name either out loud or to yourself, and you will be included in that balancing. So getting back to the King of Swords in the reverse, again, this is indicating that, and it's in your root chakra, so it's at the very base, the very foundation of what you believe or what you think about how things are going. So a reminder there to be very mindful as you move throughout the month of September about how you're thinking and how because thoughts become things, right? And what we see, one of my favorite sayings is that we don't see with our eyes, we see based on what we believe. So if you're believing, if you're experiencing these changes and that causes your beliefs or your thoughts to get out of whack a bit, the advice from Spirit here is to center yourself, stay focused on your ultimate goal, whatever that may be, and not to allow circumstances or people to take you too far out of what you would consider normal for you in terms of behavior and habits or patterns there. All right, so let's move right along to your next chakra, which is your sacral chakra. This chakra is all about self-confidence, your emotional stability, and it also speaks to sexual energy as well. Here we have the Ten of Wands. So I am going to go ahead and place the obsidian on the King of Swords in the reverse to help balance out your first chakra a bit. And here going into your second chakra, which again, this is all about your self-confidence. So you have the Ten of Wands, and that tells me that you may not be feeling as confident as you would maybe normally feel when you're going through these various changes. Of course, we all go through changes on a daily basis, but sometimes those changes are either coming in so quickly or they're really big and you may not get a chance to regroup before you have to move into the next direction or on to the next topic. So this Ten of Wands here is about completion. It's about staying the path despite the hurdles that may be in front of you. It's about staying diligent in getting things done. So I am noticing a bit of a pattern developing for the sign of Taurus for the month of September already. So let's go ahead and move on to your next chakra. And I'm going to go ahead and place that obsidian right on the Ten of Wands as well to create some balance there. Now, your next chakra is your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is your power center. So right at your power, your center, the center of your chakra and the center of your being, you have the Hanged Man showing up. Now, one thing I want to point out is that this Hanged Man is also the Fool. So the Fool has come to a place within his journey where he's ready to surrender. So within your power center, what I'm seeing is a bit of, well, not a bit of, but definitely surrender. So it is coming in the upright, and it is a major arcana. So one of the major arcanas that we want to see in this chakra actually is not the Hangman. I was thinking there for a moment that it was, but I do have a list of all of the majors that I'm looking for in the chakra spread this month, included with that 4-minute video I talked about. All right, so back to the surrender. I think surrender is a very, very, very positive and good place for Taurus to be in terms of your power center, considering the energy that we have in your first and second chakra with the King of Swords in the reverse and the Ten of Wands coming in your sacral chakra there for your self-confidence. Being surrendered is the highest advice for the sign of Taurus in the month of September. So allowing things to be exactly as they are without adding too much negativity or drama to whatever's occurring in your life would serve you quite well in the month of September. Excuse me. We're moving on now to the next chakra. And in the next chakra, that's your heart chakra, we do have the Five of Swords coming in your heart chakra here. So another centrally focused chakra in the heart chakra. This is all about love and relationships. So we have the Five of Swords showing up here. And again, this Five of Swords is this mental energy that may seem to cause you some undue stress in the month of September, okay? When I see this in your heart chakra, it tells me that, whatever changes are occurring for you in the month of September could very well be directly related to or directly affecting, okay, the way you feel about again, these mental thoughts. What's coming to me right now, and again, is that you would need to monitor very closely how you are letting things, people, and circumstances affect your way of thinking. And this just further confirms that as far as I'm concerned. So the next chakra that we have is the throat chakra. Now, in the throat chakra, of course, this is all about communications, how you're expressing yourself in the world. So here we have another five actually coming up in the reverse though. Upright, this Five of Coins is all about a very lacking energy. When I see that in the reverse, what it says to me is that you'll be speaking up more in the month of September in regards to financial, perhaps receiving help, asking for help that you may find yourself in need of. So in the reverse, what this is saying to me is not so much as something is missing from your life or from the circumstance, but perhaps you're in need of just some additional advice, some confirmation, and that is going to be available for you in the month of September. So do ask for that. This is showing up in your communication center, so do be willing and ready to ask for whatever it is you need. And in your next chakra is your third eye chakra. This is all about your intuition. This is about knowing what to do and when to do it. So here you have the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Coins in someone or in some other decks. The Ace of Pentacles is speaking to a new beginning as it relates to your physical or your material well-being. So when I see this at your third eye, you will have the intuition to do what needs to be done in order to spark this new beginning, in order to start off with this new material event or thing that you're working towards. So seeing the Ace of Coins show up in your third eye tells me that you do have the capacity to tap into your intuition. So if there are times where I see these two fives here in the center, and so if there are times where you're feeling like things may not be going your way, you've surrendered, and things still aren't moving as quickly as you'd like them to do. Again, I see this challenging mental energy going on here. Keep in mind that a new beginning is in store for you in some area of your life, in an area that is in some way very important, very close to you. So be mindful of that and perhaps use that as some form of encouragement if you do run into some challenging energies in the month of September. Finally, here we have the crown chakra. Your crown chakra is your highest potential. And I'd like you to take a look at this Six of Pentacles. this is all about giving and taking. And being in a position to receive and to give. These people are standing in front of this guy, and they're waiting for him. He's also holding the scales, so he's balanced out his ability to earn coins and to manifest within the world. So your highest potential, Taurus, is that to be in a position where you're able to receive and to give when necessary in a very healthy, balanced way. So that's beautiful to see this as your highest potential for the month of September. And certainly if you're able to work through this energy of and I'm sure you will be able to work through this mental energy that I'm picking up here, you do have the potential to put yourself in a position where you're again receiving, giving freely in a very healthy and balanced way. Okay, so that is your 7 chakras for the month of September. I didn't see any other, I didn't feel to include the obsidian stone on any other of your cards except the first 2 here. So again, if you wanted to participate in that balancing, please just speak your name. All right, so let's close out your reading for September with a guidance card from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. We will be pulling 1 card here to close out the reading for the sign of Taurus. So calling on Spirit to give us 1 additional card for guidance for the sign of Taurus for the month of September. Looking for 1 additional card here for additional guidance for the sign of Taurus, for the highest guidance for the sign of Taurus for the month of September. Giving thanks to all that is for perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect wisdom. All right, Taurus, let's take a look at your guidance card. And wow, you got emotional balance. We were just speaking about the ability to stay balanced during if this staticky energy does come up for you. So there's a confirmation here that you're capable of being very stable. Look at the words on this card: stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So you have this additional ability, this additional gift coming in from Spirit to again help balance out some of this discordant energy that I'm picking up here, especially with the King of Swords in the reverse. So reflect internally, center yourself, and be grounded whenever there's a need to, if ever there's a need to in the month of September, because that ability to quickly regain your emotional balance will be available to you if you but ask. So that does conclude the reading for the sign of Taurus for the month of September. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you a wonderful month of September. Namaste.